Sam Sulek packed on 40 pounds of muscle in 2 years while eating Pop-Tarts for breakfast and cereal for dinner. Meanwhile, fitness experts with decades of education are losing their minds. Dr. Mike Israetel called his approach metabolically ridiculous. Jeff Nippard questioned his complete disregard for nutrient timing. Even Doucette made 3 separate videos attacking his methods. But here's what's shocking. Sam's progress photos show more muscle gain than most natural bodybuilders achieve in 5 years. So why are PhD-holding fitness experts so triggered by a 21-year-old from Ohio who treats McDonald's like a supplement store? The answer lies in 3 bulk methods that completely flip everything the fitness industry teaches. These methods are so controversial, they've sparked the biggest debate in bodybuilding since the natty or not arguments. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why Sam's wrong approach is actually exposing the failures of traditional bulking advice. But first, there's something about Sam's third method that even his biggest supporters don't know, and it explains why his controversial approach works better than textbook nutrition. For decades, fitness experts have preached the same bulking gospel: eat clean, track macros precisely, time your nutrients, and gain weight slowly. Dirty bulking is for beginners, they said. You'll just get fat, they warned. There's no scientific basis for eating junk food to build muscle, they insisted. Then Sam Sulek showed up and threw all of that out the window. In 2 years, he went from a lean 170 pounds to a jacked 240 pounds while documenting every meal, every workout, and every pound gained on social media. His transformation photos broke the internet, but his methods broke the minds of fitness professionals. Here's what makes this so fascinating. Sam didn't just ignore expert advice. He did the exact opposite of what they recommended. And the results speak for themselves. But why does this trigger fitness experts so much? Because Sam's success challenges the foundation of everything they've built their careers on. The truth is, there's actual science behind Sam's madness, but it requires understanding 3 principles that most fitness experts either don't know or refuse to acknowledge. The first method that sends fitness experts into a rage. Sam eats in a massive caloric surplus, sometimes consuming over 5,000 calories per day. Traditional bulking advice says to eat 300 to 500 calories above maintenance. Slow and steady, they preach. Minimize fat gain, they insist. Dr. Eric Helms, one of the most respected voices in evidence-based fitness, recommends gaining just 0.5 to 1 pound per week to optimize the muscle-to-fat ratio. Sam threw that playbook in the trash. He gained 70 pounds in 24 months. That's over 2.5 pounds per month, more than double what experts recommend. And here's what makes fitness professionals lose their minds. Most of it was muscle. But there's actual science behind this approach that experts conveniently ignore. A 2018 study by Garth and colleagues found that while moderate caloric surpluses do minimize fat gain, they also limit muscle protein synthesis in certain individuals. The study showed that young, training-intensive males with high metabolic flexibility could handle larger surpluses without proportional fat accumulation. Sam fits this profile perfectly. At 21 years old, training 6 days a week with incredible intensity, his metabolism is a furnace. His body can partition nutrients toward muscle building at rates that would cause fat gain in older, less active individuals. Here's the kicker that fitness experts hate admitting. Sam's approach actually leverages something called metabolic flexibility, the body's ability to switch between fuel sources efficiently. When you're young, highly active, and have excellent insulin sensitivity, massive caloric surpluses can drive rapid muscle growth without the predicted fat accumulation. But here's where it gets interesting, and why experts are really triggered. Sam's extreme surplus approach works because of something most fitness professionals learned in school but forgot in practice. The second method that makes fitness experts question their degrees: Sam eats dirty foods at times when conventional wisdom says you should eat clean. Pop-tarts before workouts, cereal after workouts, fast food for lunch, ice cream for dinner. To sports nutritionists, this looks like complete nutritional chaos. But here's what experts miss. Sam's unconsciously practicing optimal nutrient timing. Research shows highly processed carbohydrates can be superior to whole foods for immediate energy needs. Sam's Pop-Tart breakfast provides rapid glucose availability right when his muscles need it most. His post-workout cereal binges align perfectly with the anabolic window research. While experts debate whether this window exists, Sam's simple approach floods his system with easily digestible nutrients exactly when muscle protein synthesis is elevated. Here's what really triggers fitness professionals. Sam's dirty approach often provides better nutrient timing than their carefully planned meals. A Pop-Tart hits your bloodstream in 15 minutes. Oatmeal takes 45 minutes. When you're training at Sam's intensity, that timing difference matters. But there's something even Sam doesn't understand about his own method: the psychological component that experts completely overlook. The third method that drives fitness experts insane: Sam eats without stress, guilt, or complicated rules. Fitness experts turn eating into a part-time job, requiring spreadsheets, food scales, and constant mental energy. Sam's approach? He eats what he wants, when he wants, in quantities that feel right. No macro tracking apps, no meal prep containers, no anxiety about falling off the plan. Here's what they're missing. Chronic stress is one of the biggest muscle growth inhibitors. When you're constantly worried about perfect nutrition, your body produces cortisol, the stress hormone that breaks down muscle tissue and promotes fat storage. A 2019 study by Schoenfeld found that participants following flexible eating approaches without rigid rules showed better adherence, lower cortisol levels, and surprisingly similar results to strict protocols. Sam's stress-free eating creates optimal hormonal environment for muscle growth. His cortisol stays low, sleep quality remains high, and training intensity never suffers because he's not battling food anxiety. There's also cognitive load theory at work. Your brain has limited mental energy. When fitness experts spend mental resources on food perfectionism, they have less cognitive capacity for training intensity and recovery optimization. Sam's simple approach frees up mental energy for what actually matters: crushing workouts and living life. This psychological freedom might be the most important factor in his success. Here's the irony that makes experts furious. Sam's undisciplined approach requires more authentic discipline than rule-based systems. He has to listen to his body and eat intuitively, skills most people have lost in our diet culture world. Here's why fitness experts are truly triggered by Sam's success. It has nothing to do with his methods. Sam accidentally stumbled onto 3 principles that challenge the fitness industry's business model. But experts can't admit this without undermining their own authority. If a 21-year-old with no education can build more muscle than their PhD protocols, what does that say about their expertise? The fitness industry thrives on complexity. Complicated plans and rigid rules create dependency. Sam's success proves muscle building can be simple and enjoyable. This threatens the entire structure of modern fitness. Sam's methods work for him because they align with his age, genetics, and psychology. They wouldn't work for everyone, but they expose how much fitness advice is just marketing disguised as science. What can you learn from Sam's approach? First, assess your metabolic flexibility. If you're young and active, you might handle larger caloric surpluses. Second, if macro tracking creates stress, an intuitive approach might work better. Third, consistency beats perfection. The key message: don't eat like Sam, find what works for you. Sam's methods trigger fitness experts because they challenge everything the industry teaches. His extreme surplus and stress-free approach produced results that PhD protocols often fail to achieve. The real lesson: muscle building is more individual than the fitness industry admits. Sometimes the wrong approach works better than the right one. If this opened your eyes to a different perspective, subscribe. What do you think about Sam? Let me know in the comments.